You are now tuned into Sparring Minds with my man Charlie Hustle, Chef Main Topic, Mr. Mirror Time Sammy. Can't forget High Tower, aka High Tower. And on the ones and twos, your boy Dr. Rocket Face Off DJ Payne. We got sports, current events, social issues, main topics, mirror time, and much, much more. Let's get it.
Fellas, welcome back. Welcome back to another Friday night with the Sparring Minds crew, man. For Sparring Minds listeners, we appreciate y'all tuning in. You already know who I am. This is your boy Charles Jones, aka Charlie Hustle.
It's your man, DJ Payne, aka Dr. Rock Your Face Off.
This Chef Main Topic.
May know. What's good, King?
What's going on, man? Feel good to be back, man. You brothers did expect.
We missed y'all last week, man.
Right, to use your word, last week's show was spectacular, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you brothers did your thing. Word up.
Salute to my brother Payne, who rocked out last week with me and Little, and obviously salute to the guys who are not here with us right now. Little's traveling, so he'll be back next Friday. High Tower should be coming in hot tonight, so we should see him at some point during the show. So always salute to those fellas.
Yes,
absolutely.
You know something? Before we go into the show, I want y'all to picture this. So there's this dude who's at his wedding day. Dun, 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 dun. You know, he's living a good life, right? Got a new ring on his finger, new lady by his side. Life is great.
Yeah.
They get the nice $4,000 wedding cake, which I need to have a conversation about anyways, about why wedding cakes are so expensive. But we'll table that. But they get this big-ass wedding cake that's crazy expensive. And per regular tradition in most weddings, right? His young lady take the cake and smash it in his face, right? Oh, yeah, let's get pictures. This is great, right? No big deal. Everybody, you know that's happening. The next day, boy wakes up and his eye's irritated and red and shit, right? He's like, damn, something's wrong with my eye. You fucked up my eye with that dumbass cake shit, right? Now he's salty about it, right? She's like, sorry, honey, I didn't know. Like, you was a bitch. Like, I just, that's. She don't know. She was gonna fuck up his eye with some frosting, right? She didn't know, right? a couple of weeks go by, right? His eye's still fucked up, right? My nigga's like, yo, I can barely see out this bitch, right? She feeling like an asshole, right? Like, come on, let's go to the doc. Let's see what's really good, right? They go to the doc, and the doctor says, here's what the doctor says, ask the wife to leave the room, right? The wife's like, no, fuck you. I'm staying right here. The fuck I'm gonna leave for? Like, this ain't no motherfucking kid. Like, this is my husband. What's really good? He says, okay, well, this is not the result of a cake of some frosting in your husband's eye. He's not a bitch. You don't have to call him that no more, right? Husband's like, okay, so what's the real problem? So apparently, the night before the spectacular wedding, the husband has a bachelor party. And at this bachelor party, the husband allows a stripper to sit on his face. Jesus. As a result of that, this stripper has gonorrhea, and now this dude has gonorrhea in his eye.
Oh.
Yo. Oh, my God.
This world is something else, B. This world is something else. So not only is he a villain, not only is he a villain for letting this stripper sit on his face at the bachelor party. And so the bitch give him. Okay, so now the bitch give him gonorrhea. That's crazy enough, right? So then also over the last couple of weeks, he been trashing his wife, like, yo, you fucked up my vision, I can't see. And now his wife feeling bad. So the nigga's wrong on multiple levels here. I don't know how you ever, like, she probably gonna file for divorce. Like, I don't know what, I don't know how he gets out of this kind of situation, but.
That's one nasty trail, boy.
That's some wild shit. So, Yeah, I was gonna come on here and tell fellas, be careful with the wedding cake and the face shit, but this is a little bit different. Like this is a little bit, it might not be the cake, brother. It
Karma
might
is
not
a
be.
bitch.
Always. So what else we got going on around here, man? I came across that news story. I said I had to share it with the fellas.
Oh my God, yo.
Daryl, Jenna, and Nina, what's up? We see y'all out there. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yes, sir.
I'm not even sure how you follow that one up, man. Like seriously.
Come on, man. Yo, the good thing about this world is we'll never lack in content, B. Like, there's always something to talk about in this world that we live in, B.
Woo! Oh man. Well, Little isn't here this week, so I get to talk about do a little bit of a weekend review, what's going on and stuff. We have a new president. You know what I'm saying? We have a new president. Inauguration was this week. And he said, first 100 days in, this is what I'm gonna do, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So just wrap it around, I guess, get you guys' thoughts on the inauguration, the new administration, first female vice president. You know what I'm saying? So what are you guys' thoughts on that? Anything? Yeah.
I'm just glad it's a new era.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's a new era. I couldn't wait. Unless it was someone worse than Trump, like I was ready for whoever at this point. Like that shit, and people just saying that Trump was great. And come on, man, really? Like, come on, cut the shit. So I'm happy. I want to see what Biden's gonna do. He's already been working. So I think he had a press conference today. Matter of fact, I ain't tuned in because I was at work, but
what was he saying?
I didn't tune in. I just seen it. I just seen it on my news feed real quick, and then you know me, I'm at work, so
yeah,
I couldn't really listen to it.
Let me just say this.
Yo, Chuck, excuse me for a second. Yo, Payne, did you just see Chuck's sparkled out? What's that? Wine glass?
Hold up, you got the Lil John goblet?
Yo, he trying to sneak that one in and stick it out real quick.
Yeah.
Like my eyes don't catch everything. Like, wait a minute.
Hold up.
He got a rhinestone. Yo.
The bedazzled goblet.
Man. Yo, wow. Yo,
mate, can I drink over here, bro? I'm trying to get a little drink in.
I'm saying you can, but I'm like, wait a minute. Does he have a rhinestone? Like,
come on, man.
Swarovski crystals.
Cool. Yeah, what we doing out here, B?
Yo, Payne. But he will tell you Hightower's bougie, yo.
Hightower is bougie, dog.
He will tell you Hightower is bougie. Yeah, he got a fucking rhinestone where he holds his wine at. It keeps it at a certain temperature. You know what I'm saying? Like just right for when he's coming on the show. Okay, well,
you gotta swish the wine around in the glass too before you drink it.
Yo,
swish it around.
Yo, this is fucked up, B. Like this is fucked.
Yo, hey yo.
Yo, this is fucked up. Yo, come on, man. Can we stay on topic out here, B? Like,
okay, my fault.
Come on, man.
Fault, you guys, but
come on, man.
He tried to pull a fast one and put it away real quick. Like, what we doing here, yo? Shit.
We're talking about the new situation, and I want to speak honestly about it, right? Like, I guess at the end of the day, politics, man, it's not Democrats versus Republicans. It's not really that. Like that just sounds good. It's good rhetoric. But I really think it's more politicians versus citizens at the end of the day, right? Like these people sit around, they make, they generate the rules, they generate the laws, and then they give us this idea that we're voting on them and contributing. But I don't know, man. I think I've lost some of my faith in the political system. Not even with Trump and all that kind of situation going on, but just with like how the underserved are taken care of in our communities. And I don't think politicians have done that over the last 100 years. You know what I mean? They haven't taken care of the underserved as much as they need to. And that's their job to me. You know what I mean? Between politicians and churches, your number one job should be to take care of the underserved. You know what I mean? And I just don't feel like these collectives are getting it done. And so for us to spend a whole bunch of time talking about them and it's just be the same rhetoric every 4 years, every 8 years, it's just, you know what I mean? What are we doing out here? And so it really just puts more of an onus on us as groups of individuals to take care of our own. When we take care of our own underserved, you know what I mean? And so, I get bored talking about the new presidential candidate. Oh, they're going to embark on change, and they never do. And we end up back at square one, wondering how we could serve the underprivileged and underserved. So, salute to Joe Biden for getting into office. Anybody's better than what we had. But now is the time to enact some change, and let's see what that looks like.
Yeah. Well, on his way out the door, Trump had a lot of pardons for people, and I mean, 3 in particular that stood out to me was Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, and Death Row founder Michael Harry O. Okay. He was one of the people that got pardoned. You know what I mean? So I mean that's salute to those brothers on that part. You know what I mean? Getting pardoned.
Yeah. I mean, but again, do we feel like this is something that's bettering our community, bettering the underserved, bettering the youth in terms of developing programs for them for after schools, is somehow providing better for homelessness or for hunger, or like what is this really doing? These pardons, I've never seen these pardons really do much in the way of that, And so again, I always wonder.
Well, I believe Harry O had some things going on in prison that he was developing for the youth and stuff like that. But I'm not sure. I don't think Lil Wayne or Kodak Black, I don't think their partners are gonna that did nothing. But that was just something for them. You know what I'm saying? That was just to really keep them out of prison. You know what I'm saying? And Lil Wayne, endorsing Trump and taking all those pictures was, I'm guessing for this pardon that just happened.
And you mentioned that in the pre-show. You were talking about how, I guess the Breakfast Club was talking about it this morning also, where this is a case where they basically sold their personas for political revenue, right? And is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah. I don't know. I don't hate. Listen. Wayne had some years coming to him. I don't know what Kodak situation was. I don't know.
Lil Wayne was definitely, second time felon, caught with a gun. You know what I'm saying? So he was definitely looking at some time coming up. No question about it.
So my thing is, suppose it's a hip hop star that.
Yes. Thank you, Jenna. My fault. Kwame Kilpatrick. Kwame Kilpatrick, the ex-mayor from Detroit, also got pardoned.
Yeah.
By Trump. Thank you, Jenna.
So my thing, I was thinking about, suppose, let's just use Lil Wayne as an example. It was like something really, really serious. So you mean you can just buy your way out of jail if a president's on his way out, if you have that money?
That's what seems to be the case, right? Isn't that?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Because I heard he was like basically selling those pardons, like $2 million will get your ass out.
Are we surprised?
Nah.
No.
Not in the least.
No
I'm
way.
surprised it was that low.
This is a strange country, man. And I've been saying this a lot in my personal life, just in conversations with my wife and with people those close to me. But like, we seem to have lost our way in terms of just humanitarianism. We just lost our way in terms of just doing the right thing for the people who need it the most. We've lost that. I don't know how it got lost, but we've lost that. And maybe by nature it's lost in the capitalist society. Maybe that's just the trade-off that you get, right? Because how many people are gonna say, well, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna sacrifice my money to take care of the community. A lot of people ain't gonna say that, right? But those people who will are the ones we need the most. You know what I mean? And those are supposed to be politicians. Those are those. They're supposed to be people, the rule makers and the lawmakers, and it's supposed to be the police, and it's supposed to be your local church. That's who's supposed to be taking care of the underserved. And again, I'm sorry I keep going back to that, but every time I think about politicians and I think about the funds they generate, the money, and all this kind of different stuff, like they do everything except for serving those who need it. So, I mean, again, these guys going home is dope. They're black people. Like, guess that matters. I mean, me and Lil Wayne, we don't relate to much. You know what I mean? We don't have the same kind of thought process. Me and Kodak Black don't have the same kind of thought processes. Harry O's been in there for 20 years. So maybe his outlook on things have changed. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Wayne's not coming home and saying, let me open up food shelters. And he's not coming home for that. Neither is Kodak Black. So, if we're going to start pardoning people, let's pardon the people who are going to come home and really benefit the community.
Yeah.
True.
Word up.
Payne, you was going to go into something else. I mean, listen. Oh, well, while we're talking about this, right? We didn't even talk about the inauguration. I think we have to do that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see it, but from what I understand, Kamala Harris even got white chicks out here rocking low top Converse now, right? Like, I think it's some kind of like
the pearls and the chucks.
Yeah,
the pearls and the chucks.
Okay. So, I mean, are we saluting this? I mean, we're gonna disregard what's happening out her role out in California, right? That's what we're doing. We're gonna focus on the future.
Oh, here we go. We about to go down a whole other path right now.
I don't want to. I'm just asking.
So we're gonna take a detour on that one, but because you know what I mean. Yeah, we ain't even gonna go there.
Salute, day one. Salute. Let's see what you got in your bag. I'm tuned in to see what you got in your bag. And hopefully, all the talk of change and all the talk of and just bettering the communities. I'm here for all of that. So I'm tuned in.
Right.
I'm tuned in.
It's just back to regular racism now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Not so blatant.
Nah, Jenna, I'm not
so blatant in your face.
I'm not gonna go down that road.
Right.
Yeah. Leave it alone. What I didn't tune in for is verses with the Ashanti Keisha Cole. I didn't tune in for that. So while I'm here for Kamala Harris, I'm not here for the verses. What happened with that, man?
Oh man, I mean the verses was good, man. You know what I'm saying? They weren't punctual. You know what I mean? I was supposed to start at 8:00. Didn't come on till about 9:15 ish, at least. You know what I'm saying? Come on, and it was more of Keisha Cole. Ashanti, they were both late, but Ashanti was there a little early. I kind of held it down for Keisha Cole until she got there, and then once they got settled in, I mean the music, spoke for it. You know what I'm saying? Spoke for itself. I thought they both, they did a good job, and had a lot of viewers, man. It was like 1.1
wow.
At some point. So yeah, definitely. So
Payne, you're the resident music guy. How do you think about it?
I popped in for like a couple times for a couple minutes. Shout out to Ashanti looking amazing for one thing. And when she first came out, wasn't really feeling it. I thought she was a cute chick, but as she got older and got rid of them Elvis sideburns, fabulous. But she looked great last night. Keisha Cole's. I'm
not doing this with you, Payne, man.
I found myself wishing Keisha Cole's top just split open last night, and I just was like, when I felt like that, I just tuned out. But the music, I've never been a fan of either one of their music outside of Keisha Cole's first album, which was dope. Keisha Cole's first album was probably one of the best R&B albums in the past 15 years, maybe. Well, I forget what year it came out, but like from beginning to end, her first album was crazy. Outside of that, I
fuck with Keisha, man. And I say this often, like I want my music to have some drama in it. Keisha's music got drama in it. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
Yeah. So I want that for my music, man. So So salute to that.
Keisha has drama.
I know. So one of the things my wifey was telling me about, I guess, Timbaland and Swiss do a post-show review, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they weren't happy with the energy. They weren't happy with the girls being on their cell phones during the match, which I think is totally chips, by the way.
Yeah.
So there was some concerns by those guys, like, come on, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that, because usually they're riding so high on that wave and they're all positive. I've never heard them speak negatively about us versus that went on.
I mean, don't you appreciate them speaking honestly, though, man?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Gotta appreciate the honesty. That stuff keeps it, you know what I'm saying, raw and authentic. You know what I'm saying? Again, the music was good, but I agree the energy was low and it could have been a little higher. But like, I'm not expecting Monica and Brandy energy from Keisha Cole and Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I wasn't like the energy. That's not from them two. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that was the thing to look for. The music was good, and I mean, again, outside of just not being on time, like, that wasn't. What you about to say, Payne?
That was my whole gripe from the get-go. Why I've been saying this one was lackluster, because though the bar has been set so high by previous ones, that if the energy of theirs didn't match, they have the music, they have catalogs to be able to go 20 rounds. But the energy of Monica and Brandy, the energy was weak, but it was still better than Keisha.
It was better than Keisha Cole, right? It was better than Keisha Cole and Ashanti.
Like, you got to follow up, like, other stuff like Snoop and DMX. You got Beanie Man and Bounty. Like, those were amazing. The energy levels were crazy. So I didn't see that. Just knowing their music and their personalities, I didn't see that energy coming from them. But also, you got to take into account it was rescheduled twice, and then she's late, so people were probably pissed.
Right.
So,
right. Definitely. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Respect
definitely.
people's time, man. Like, I think at the end of the day, like, we tuned in. 1 million people tuned in, but you still got to respect our time. You can't big time us on this shit. Like, come on, man. And I think, I think Keisha was trying to big time people a little bit with this. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can explain. You being an hour and a half late, come on, man. You're trying to big time us. You're trying to be on some star shit. And then when you come in and you're not, come on, man. We deserve better than that. And so I'm glad Swizzy and Swiss Swiss and Payne, Timbaland at the end was like, nah, like you need to come better than that, man. Especially with energy. You know what I mean? Especially with the energy.
Yeah, definitely. Could have been better on that front.
Yeah. So the other thing we got, go ahead, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh no, I was just about to say I just want to get you guys' opinion. There was a clubhouse rumor of Travis Scott and Future versus. I want to know what you guys think, and then just wrap it around real quick. Add on afterwards.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on Travis Scott or Future. I don't listen to their music, so it's not a versus I would tune in for. I'd like to hear what I think. What I'd want to know is, like I always do, I always challenge everybody to give me 2 songs. Chuck, go listen to these 2 songs, and this will prove to you why you should care about this versus. I'm here for that. You know what I mean? So send me 2 records. You know what I mean? And I can go from there. But until then, I don't give a shit about either one of them.
Payne?
Only place, like, as a DJ, I have to listen to it, but the only place I really listen to their music is when I'm DJing, like if I'm doing a club or something. So,
right.
I mean, I think it will be good. I think the energy will be good, even though I'm not a fan of Future as a person either. I think he's a sucker, but that's just me. But
you think Future's a sucker? Wait a minute, you said Future's a sucker?
Future does a lot of sucker shit.
I don't know enough about the guy, but we'll have that conversation down the line at some point.
Yeah. I'm sure this is touching on Russell Wilson stuff. Got to be
more than that. Not even just him, how he treats all his kids' mothers.
Hold on, real quick. Fellas, real quick. Fellas, hold on. Yo, what we're not gonna have on this show is 40 water disrespect. That's not what we're gonna have here, B. Let's knock it off. Let's knock it off. Fuck out of here, Jenna. Y'all acted up today, man. Come on, man.
Why that comment stayed up so long.
Come on, man. Nah. We can't let that slide. Knock it off, man.
Oh man.
So Payne, I know you wanted to touch on this. There's a challenge going on that you wanted to touch on before we get off of this.
Yes.
My birthday
the
lost
Busset challenge. I have spent damn near 80% of my time on social media looking at the Busset challenge, and I must say, ladies, keep it up. Okay? Keep it up. Get more creative. More fabulous. I love it.
So what is this challenge about? Be like I'm missing out on it. I don't know what it's about.
So the beginning of the song samples Nelly's "It's Hot in Here," where the part where he says, checking in the mirror and telling your best friend, like, girl, I think my butt's getting big. And then it drops into the song Busset. And so the chicks are standing, the beginning of it, when the Nelly sample's playing it, they're standing there looking normal or dressed down. And then when the Busset drops, they drop down and they busting it wide open, but they're done up, like dressed up, short shorts, short skirt, heels, made up, hair done, like, keep doing it.
I got no problem with this. I mean, it sounds like choice material.
Yeah, it's definitely something positive in the community.
Yeah, well, listen, I just told you about serving the underserved, B, right? Like, continue. That's for the community, man. We all for that. Our minds is for that. 100%. Exactly. You heard me? 100% we for that, man. I got a question for y'all, fellas. But before we dive into that, I think what we'll do is we'll do a people's court. Y'all ready for that?
I'm with it.
Oh, man. Let's do it.
It's time for people's court.
So obviously for y'all tuning in for People's Court, I mean, this is the question that there's a lawsuit or a pending lawsuit happening somewhere in the world. I ask my guys their opinions on the lawsuit, but obviously I want to hear y'all opinions too. So make sure y'all jump in those comments. Let us know what you really think about today's People's Court session. So here's what we got. We got a Brazilian man, and I think just for obvious reasons, his name is not in the article. That should tell me a little something, but we'll see. So we got a Brazilian man who needed to have a large eel-like fish removed from his bowels.
Jesus.
And I guess what they're saying is he had the ultimate insult was added on top of this as the nurses were laughing during the operations. So here's what happened here. This man purchased a lungfish. Maybe it's indigenous to South America, I'm not sure, but it's called the lungfish, and this shit gets up to 4 feet long.
Damn.
Now, I told you that he had surgery to have it removed from his bowels. Well, it went in through his ass. Turns out that he was using this lungfish for sexual pleasure, and now he's suing the hospital because the nurses, while laughing and removing this lungfish, recorded the whole thing, and now he's the butt of jokes on social media.
the butt of jokes. I see what you did there.
Yo, Payne, grow up, dog. Yo, Payne, can you grow up, bro?
Yeah. Wait, man laughed before I did. Shit.
Come on, man.
Oh man.
So the question, God damn it, man! This is come on, man. We got to be able to discuss adult content and not just be jumping and laughing for 20 minutes on the show, man. We got to be better at that, man. We got to be better.
Oh my God.
So, Maine, let me start with you. Does he have a case to prevent these nurses from releasing this kind of footage of his surgery?
Well, I mean, considering that it was surgery, I'm not sure what the what the policy are in Brazil with the hospitals. I would think recording a patient at any point would be some sort of a violation. You know what I'm saying?
There's gotta be a HIPAA law.
Right. I would think that recording a patient at any part would definitely bring some lawsuit or something like that. So yeah. I mean,
Payne, are you okay with the lawsuit, or are you saying fuck you? This is what your dumb ass get for trying to have a fish fuck you.
So while I do feel like that's what his dumb ass get, like the law says like, nah, you can't do that shit. It's just not right. Like recording someone against their will, and then on top of that, you're recording his ass.
Come
like,
on,
it's
man.
not like you're just recording them doing something stupid out the corner of the eye, like look at this asshole. Like you're recording them in a hospital. That's your profession. It's unprofessional and it's fucked up. So
come on,
I'm
man.
not fucking with them. They're guilty.
Yo, get these nurses the fuck out of here, B. I come in here for a serious situation, right? Like, yeah, things might have got out of hand, then I didn't know the fish was gonna, whatever the case, right? Like, he didn't know none of this shit was gonna happen, and now he's in here with these. They got jokes and shit. They got Facebook, Twitter going crazy.
Oh,
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
that's not fair, bro.
They're like, hey, look at this asshole. He's the butt of jokes.
Yo, man, can we grow up, bro?
All right, I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Oh, it was too easy.
Man.
I'm sorry. It's too easy.
We can't be on here acting like assholes, man. We can't.
No, he can't be out here acting like assholes.
Yo, fellas, knock it off with this dumb shit, man.
All right.
Yo, listen, I appreciate the content for the show, but knock it off, dog. There's plenty of it's down in Brazil, B. There's plenty of Brazilian bitches who you can fuck. If that's the thing, you could go buy dildos and get one of them Brazilian bitches to fuck you with a dildo. But for you to be fucking around with a fucking lungfish, first off, I don't know what the fuck a lungfish is, nigga. What the fuck is a lungfish? And second off, like, come on, man. Knock it off, fellas. Knock it off.
But see, it's crazy. This isn't the first animal I've heard of people shoving up their ass for that type of shit. Because there was a long-standing joke in the 80s. I think Eddie Murphy talked about it. People putting gerbils in their ass. I think it was on Beverly Hills Cop or something like that. So motherfuckers is crazy. Like, but this happened in Brazil. If you didn't say South America, I would have thought it was Florida. So as long as Florida,
no, Pay, go. Come on, Pay.
As long as Florida, you live there, so you know. As long as Florida's around, we're gonna have content for this show.
Yo.
Come on, man. Yo, shout to Florida, man. I'm down here in Tallahassee, baby. We good down here.
As Charlemagne would say, the craziest people come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. So yeah, well, that was People's Court, man, and obviously we'll have more of these People's Courts going on as the years progress at this show. But let's get into today's show, man. Let's get into the topic. Gerbil is another name for a sex toy. It wasn't literal. Okay. And he was talking about a news anchor. So, okay. There comes some facts. So we appreciate that, John. Word up for that. Let's jump into this, man. So here's what I got for y'all.
Yo.
She's sending us a link for Lungfish.
No, Nina.
Yo. Nina. That shit look like a fucking eel.
Yo,
nah, get the fuck out of here. That's what he gets.
Yeah, I'm a pass. I'm a pass.
That's what he gets.
Come on, man. All right, let's get off the Lungfish shit because come on, man.
Oh my god.
Here's what we got. So peep game. Some unnamed, irrelevant organization comes to you, right? And they say to you, Maine, Payne, right now, without any further discussion with anybody else in the world, I got $10 million for you, cash, briefcase, you can walk away. Or I'm gonna give your best friend in the world $100 million. What move do you make? I'll start with you, Payne. Do you take the $10 million in cash, or do you say, nah, give my best man $100 million?
Nah, I'm gonna have him give it to my best friend. For one, because I know my best friend gonna hit me off with more than that 10.
No debating.
No debate.
Man, where are you?
This is kind of dicey for me, and it's dicey for me because currently speaking, like me and and I'm going somewhere else, Sparring minds. Excuse me for a second, but me and that was my best friend or whatever the case may be. We're not really rocking right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably take the $1 million.
You'll take the 10.
I'll take the 10. Yeah, because just because like the relationship is rocky, so I can't really expect someone to, you know what I'm saying, like to do that. You know what I mean?
It's interesting, man, because I've been talking about this for a couple of days now, so I'm gonna bring it to the show. So my lady and her whole family, right? I didn't finish asking the question, and it was like, "Give me the 10 million." And I'm like, "What kind of faith do you have in your best friend that he ain't gonna break you off with at least 11 million?" You see what I'm saying? Like, I think if you have now, and listen, I talked with Hightower about this before the show, and I said to him, I said, "Listen, I got like 3 niggas in the world, no debating, that if I gave them the 100 million, they'd break me off more than the 10. That's all I'm asking for. Give me more than the 10. But that number of niggas who will do it is real slim. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I don't know. Like I hope that you have friends who will break you off more than that. That's what I would hope.
I feel like money, you know what I'm saying, and depending on the situation, it changes either people or just situations, you know what I'm saying? And like, you could think like, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna give him that 100 million or whatever the case may be, and then you just have a whole change of tune, thought process, change his number, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
I
fucked
don't
up.
know. I don't know. Like, before I put something like that in someone else's hands, I'm gonna make the decision for myself, and I'm gonna figure out how to do something more with that 10 million. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to put something like for my future in someone else's hands. You know
The
what I mean? And
homie.
again, but
Go
yeah,
ahead,
see,
man. I'm
I'm with
sorry.
you, KJ. No, I was just
Yeah.
saying, I'm with KJ. I'm with KJ. Like that's you know what I mean. I have that feeling too. It's unfortunate, but
Payne, I mean, you on the other side of the table. Like, to
Yeah.
you, it sounded like a no-brainer.
Yeah, no brainer. Because my 2 best friends are my brothers. Like, we've had this discussion before. Like, yo, if I hit the lottery, nigga, you getting like 7 figures somehow. So just be ready if I come into some money like that.
I think the problem with it is, Payne, is that a lot of people have these conversations. Obviously, we're having this conversation now, but tonight the lottery's at $1 billion, B. You know what I mean? So you know how everybody in the world right now is talking about, oh, what we gonna do when we win? Everybody can say that shit. You know what I mean? It sounds great. But when you actually put that money in your hand, it's a different kind of conversation.
absolutely.
Now niggas start forgetting shit. Now niggas are like, oh, I know I said I was gonna do this, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I would
Straight
hope
up.
that people in your corner got enough moxie on them to be like, I got you either way. So, Jenna, you said you went out and got your lottery ticket early, huh?
God
Y'all
damn,
playing tonight?
I knew I forgot to do something today.
It's not till 10. You got some time. I'm going after the show.
Oh, yeah. I'm right across the street. I'll go get that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab something. Man, you not gonna play?
Yeah, I am. Just Why not?
You can't win. You can't win if you don't play. It's $1 billion, my nigga. Like,
Church,
yeah,
factual.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And so while we here, like, you hit for $1 billion. What's your first move?
Relocation.
Really? I thought you had this love for Boston that was unmatched, and you was never leaving there.
Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole.
I mean, dog, you hit for $1 billion. Like, I'm buying an island. That's probably the first thing I'm gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. Relocation, the family and everything. Relocation, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you know what? It's funny about this too. Well, actually, let me finish dropping this around. So, Payne, you hit for $1 billion. What's the first thing you're doing?
First thing I'm doing, paying off family debt. Like, my mother still owes money on her house. Pay that off. Pay my house off, and then, like, my plan is to buy a house to leave each of my daughters when I go. So I need to buy 2 more.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
think
the first thing I'm doing.
You know what's funny is that I sit and talk about it with the family. Like, oh, if I hit for something crazy like $1 billion, right? Like, I buy an island, like I just said, but then, like, I'm putting houses on the island for everybody I fuck with, right? But then my wife was like, nah, you can't do that. What if they don't want to live on your dumbass island? What if, and now I got to go through all this kind of shit. You know what I mean? So is that ungrateful? If I bought my island and I bought you a 10-bedroom crib on that island, but you don't want to live on that island, why can't I just say fuck you then?
Wait,
I mean, depending on who you talking about.
They live in rent free?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
See, I think to me, if you're like, nah, just give me the cash. Come on, man. Like, to me, that's kind of impersonal. Like, I'm trying to develop something for us to have a dope life forever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm not. I mean, I guess giving you cash is dope, but that doesn't really develop this kind of atmosphere, this friendship atmosphere, this kind of luxury thing that I want to share with y'all forever. You know what I mean?
But what if their family's all wherever they're at, and they're like, I can't be that far from my family for that long?
Yeah. I don't know, Payne. Like, I feel a way about it, though. I feel a way about... I promise you right now, if we hit the Billy tonight, right, I'm going to buy this island, and I bought these houses for of course, all of Sparring Minds, right? And you're like, yeah, Chuck, but my daughters are back in Boston. Like, I can't, I got real estate there. I got business there, whatever, right? Like, and all I'm doing is giving you a house, right? So I'm not really putting no cash in your pocket. How do you move from day to day? How do you, those are questions that I guess you have to answer, right? But like, I'm just doing this so that we can all be together. We can all be at the court. We got our own, like, you know what I mean? I guess it's in my trying to take care of everybody that I don't really consider other people's needs in that conversation. And maybe that's where I fail.
What if they were like, I'll come and live there for the summer, like make it a summer home?
Right. It doesn't have to be a permanent thing. Yeah, that's a lot to ask of, I think, to move to an island, going from a city to an island. That's something that is like, you go to visit, and like Payne said, stay in the summertime, you know what I mean? Or even like the winter or whatever, seasonal type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to just live there all year round, I'm not sure.
So how much of this really is like, nah, Chuck, you can't control what niggas do. Like, because that's what my wife will tell me. My wife is like, yo, you just try to control what niggas do. And that's not really it. Like, it's really just, I want us to be together. I want us to have some fun. You know what I mean? But I don't want to come across as that. You know what I mean? Like, you got a fucking torch outside, B. I'm giving you everything you could possibly want.
Yeah, but so I agree with your wisdom a little bit. It's definitely a little bit of puppet master, you know what I'm saying, on your part. You know what I mean? You want to control it, you know what I'm saying? So definitely a little bit of it. It's an amazing gesture, but definitely have to be seasonal. And you definitely shouldn't feel a way if no one wants to live there all the time just because you bought it. I could see if
you
they
wouldn't
said,
feel
fuck
a way
you.
if niggas just said, nah, give me cash instead, B.
No, not really.
I just reduce
Because
the amount.
that might work better for them. You know what I'm saying? Like that might work better for them. Everybody's situation is different. So while again it's an amazing gesture, like don't lose sight of the gesture itself, but at the same time, you can't dictate like someone else's time and how they want to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like again, seasonal dope. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, so what we do in summertime? Yo, we about to go to the island. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not all year round. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you should expect that from people. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
I had another conversation about it. Whereas, like again, I bought all Sparring Minds. I bought us and all the listeners. I bought everybody a Porsche, right? With my, I didn't, I'm not giving out no cash. Everybody get a Porsche, right? And it's like somebody said to me, yeah, like the Porsche is dope, but nigga, I didn't hit the lottery. You did. I gotta pay insurance on that Porsche. And then he said, so I'm probably gonna sell that Porsche. And that shit made me tight than a motherfucker.
But why?
If I bought you a Porsche and you sold that bitch,
But again, if they can't pay for the insurance or the upkeep of it,
I wouldn't buy you I wouldn't buy you a pack of
I'm
gum
just
after
saying.
that.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm wrong,
Nah,
Pay?
I'm kind of on the fence with that because I see where you're coming from, but then I also feel their pain of not being able to pay it. So my solution to them would be, all right, so I'll keep it and I'll lend it to you every now and then. That's it. Like I'm not gonna give you shit. You just borrow it from me every now and then.
We got KJ the Bentley truck. Don't worry about it. Some niggas can't pay the Porsche. Jenna says she's selling the Porsche. Yo, I'm tight.
Yeah, definitely,
Tight.
y'all. Because at the end of the day, and Nina just said it, like, yo, you're setting your friends up for something that benefits them. It can't just be on your terms, bro, and how you want it done. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be that way. You cannot get mad at that. There's no way in the world you get mad at someone if they can't insurance, the upkeep of it. You know what I'm saying? That's an expensive car. You know what I mean? Like, so the maintenance and all that stuff that comes with it as well. Like, nah, man. You gotta You should whatever makes your friend happy, right? That's their happiness. That's not yours, bro. So you gotta dial back on that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Shit,
You
you
can't
might
be
even
mad
save
at
yourself
that.
some money that way too.
Right.
Like instead of just buying everybody a Porsche, have that conversation. Like, what's your dream car? Someone's dream car could be a fucking Hyundai Sonata. Here you go. The insurance on that ain't gonna be high. Because my dream car, I tell you right now, like, you don't gotta get me a no Porsche, get me a Hellcat. I'm happy.
Right.
Just the idea. Just the idea of somebody selling it turns my stomach, bro. That's wild ungrateful to me, dog.
It is a little ungrateful. I think, like, I'd have the conversation with you before I sell it. I wouldn't sell it and then be like, I sold it because I couldn't afford the insurance. Like, I'd have the conversation with you like, yo, I really can't afford the insurance on this shit. So would it upset you if I sell it? That might take some of the sting out of the ungratefulness.
So I guess the other part of this is like, if I gave somebody cash, let's just say I gave 10 listeners for Sparring Minds, I gave y'all, hey, yo, here's $100,000. Go do whatever you want, right? And then we didn't hear from niggas again. Like, I would feel some kind of way about that. Like Jermaine often says, that's that cancer in you, dog. I definitely feel some kind of way about that. Like, people just taking the bread and just disappearing. Like, yo, what happened to you, B? Like, I want to see how I was able to help your life. Don't just vanish, nigga. Like, so maybe it is a control issue. Maybe that's right. I don't know.
A little bit.
All right. Well, what's we got for the show, man?
Yo, what I want to dial back in, I guess, on the verses. If you guys could pick a verses coming up, who would you like to see in a verses coming up, if possible? Your dream. What would be your dream matchup of a verses? You know what I mean? We'll double it back with both of y'all. Start with you, Payne.
One of them, I think they already got lined up, or it was rumored. Outkast versus Tribe Called Quest. other than that, I really want them to get Diddy and Dre in there.
The Bad Boy Death Row joint. Okay.
Yeah, I really want to see that. Like, not even so much Death Row, because Dre got the NWA shit, Death Row, Aftermath. So Dre's catalog is stupid, but I still want to see that because Diddy also has Uptown.
Right. Diddy's catalog is stupid too.
So listen, I think I'm always gonna. We talked about this on the show a couple of episodes ago, but I would love to see UGK versus A-Ball and MJG. Like, I think that would be incredible.
Wasn't that one rumored too?
Yeah, we talked about that recently.
I think they had that one rumored to be booked too.
I'm here for it. I'm here for the whole thing. I'm here for Dipset versus the Locks. Like, I'm here for that. You know what I mean?
Or G-Unit.
I'm not a fan of G-Unit like that.
Yeah, that's the one I will. That's the one I would want.
You want G-Unit?
I'd want to see Dipset versus G-Unit if that could happen. I would definitely see Dipset versus G-Unit.
Yeah, I'd rather that. And then I think a lot of y'all might give me backlash for this, but if we were gonna see Nasir, I'd want it to be against 3 Stacks. So I think those are the 3 I'd like to see. I mean, obviously we can talk about Cube versus Dre. I'd like to see that. But those would be my top 3. With
Nas versus 3 Stacks.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that'll be the one I'd like to see.
That's more like Outkast. I don't think he doesn't have enough
3
material.
Stacks doesn't have solo stuff.
He doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough.
No, but we've
solo
seen in these verses where they just use verses off of songs. We've seen that enough in these battles.
Stuff they ghost wrote or produced too.
Yeah. So I think that would work. Features, he's done or not. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I think that would be the one. But I think a lot of y'all put Nasir on this particular echelon that I don't put him on. You know what I mean? So I think him versus 3 Stacks would be real nice.
I'm with you, Jenna. Of all the people you could have picked, and I fucks with 3 Stacks, but
yeah, Stacks that nigga.
Yeah, Nas to have his way with 3 Stacks.
Nah, I totally disagree. I totally disagree. And I still want to kind of see how we can work Wu-Tang into this. I would be very interested to see how we can work something out with that.
I don't think they would because they already had RZA on there.
Yeah. HT, what up, King?
So, yo, HT. Though the one for me earlier, going back to the Future one is I would like to see Future versus Wayne in the verses. I think that would be dope.
Future with who?
I think that would be a good one.
Lil Wayne.
Future and Lil Wayne.
Okay.
I don't know enough about Future to have a feeling about that. Like I don't have a passion towards it. It's not something I would tune into.
Yeah, Pharrell needs to get in there too.
I have no interest in Pharrell, and so listen.
All the shit Neptunes is done,
and I'm not a huge fan of Neptunes.
Ooh.
I don't like those bouncy ass like I don't like those beats, dog.
But they have
I don't like cartoon ass beats like that.
Nah, but the thing with the Neptunes is like, who would they possibly go against? There's nobody beating them.
It has to be a big producer. Like if you're gonna have Diddy and Dre, you gotta have some other big time producer go against Neptunes. And I don't even know who that would be right now off the top of my head.
Kanye.
No, not even close.
Not close to the Neptunes?
Kanye? No, not even.
See, this is where I think you put people on a certain echelon, and I don't know if they belong there.
Nah, Neptune's list is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, because they got a lot of pop shit, too.
Pass. I don't listen to pop music.
Yeah, Kanye don't got the range yet.
You're crazy. You are outside your mind. You are crazy.
I'm telling you. Yo, if I tell you some of the shit they did that you didn't know they did, it's like, it's crazy.
Again, we're talking 20 joints. You're crazy if you're telling me Kanye can step in the ring with Pharrell. He could absolutely step in the ring.
He can step in the ring. Anybody can step in the ring.
No, they got songs. Neptunes has
and
songs
make it a fight. No.
Neptunes has songs that are damn near 30 years old. Right now, I could play in the party and it'll rock the party like it's something new. Kanye don't got shit like that. I can't play a
Listen.
Kanye song after 2 years.
When you get into the ring, you want to get into the ring with the intentions of trying to win, right? You're not just going to go in there like, you know.
It's no Nate Robinson. No Nate Robinson here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
No Nate. No Nate.
Yo, Payne,
Nate.
you the resident DJ. You the resident DJ of the show. Give me 3 songs from the 3 beats made by the Neptunes that I didn't know they made. How about that? Let's start there.
Didn't know?
I didn't know they made.
You probably didn't know he did Lavish with Twister.
I didn't know that.
That's a sleeper.
You don't have to call. I mean, you probably didn't know they did that.
He don't listen to Usher.
No, come on, knock it off, man. I know that one. Yo, see, Sparring Minds. See, yo, hold on, Sparring Minds. This goes to, hold on, I'm gonna talk to the listeners real quick. Fuck you niggas. So this goes to you sharing intimate details with niggas who you think you're friends, and then they throw this shit back in your face later. So I had a conversation with Ant offline, like, yo, Ant, I never heard this. And now the nigga don't mind airing me out every time he get that nigga the fuck out of here. I should have let him in the chat, man. Neptunes ain't the one.
Yo, Neptune got a lot of shit.
I fuck with Jay Dilla too. That's a good one.
Nah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I mean, Ant, we was getting ready to wrap up and get out of here, brother. You just stormed in at the last minute.
All right, well, don't let me hold y'all, man. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, man.
No, was good, man.
Listen, man, just at the crib doing fatherly.
Birthday, salute. Birthday this week. Salute to the brother HT on the birthday.
Thank you.
The Aquarius season, man. It's Aquarius season, the best time of the year.
Hold up. I'm a Capricorn, brother.
Nah, but y'all see
it's sensitive topic.
Y'all season's over. Y'all season's over.
Oh, okay.
It's Aquarius season. It's the most wonderful time of the year, like that Christmas carol say.
I had somebody call me a fake Capricorn because I'm on the final day.
Nah.
Yeah.
That just means you're close to the greatest season. So.
Oh boy, that means Pain coming up.
You're an honorary member.
Oh, I'll take it.
I don't want to leave without talking about some real life shit real quick. So Sparring Minds, listeners, we're giving you overtime right now. Like this ain't part of the show. This is just me talking to my niggas. So y'all stay tuned. Peep the shit that happened to me so I went to the office, right? I don't normally go to the office.
Go ahead.
No, not that. It was almost something else.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's just maybe tight too. So I went to the office, right? And I'm talking to a coworker of mine. And I'm like, man, we really need to get like a finalized procedures here at the office. Because we're just kind of working willy-nilly. We don't have a Bible, so to speak, of how we should be doing our job. Right? And so the lady listening to me the whole time, she's like, yeah, that's a really great idea, Charles. That's really great. I'm like, yeah, it's just something I was thinking about kicking around. And so then I go to my email. And she sends an email to the bosses, and their secretaries, and CC'd Earth, right? Saying, hi, guys, I just had a great idea. I think we should start establishing a procedure around here.
Oh, nigga.
Here's an example of what I've done.
Wow.
Whoa.
I said, bitch.
Too short. You got too short on them. Biatch.
Here come the boss, right? Oh, that's a great idea. Come into my office. Let's discuss it.
See?
Wow.
Her reply, thank you, bitch.
This was
the opportunity for you to be like, nah, me and Charles spoke about it. It's actually Charles's idea. I'm just helping him craft it. That was your get out of jail free. And that bitch just said thanks! Exclamation point.
Nah.
That reminds me of
This is why music artists don't let people hear their shit early. Because someone will fuck if it's not copywritten, they can take that shit and you can't do shit about it. It's theirs as far as everyone else is concerned.
Any of y'all seen that what was that movie Bad Hair?
No. Yeah.
That's what reminds me of that. Nah, it was the some Netflix thing. Lady with the weave was the weave was killing everybody. It's like a horror film.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm fucking sick about it, bro.
That'll be fucked up if she gets like a promotion or a raise based off of your idea.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That's how I feel it could happen, is because when the boss is like, come into my office, now it could turn into a project.
Right.
A project turn into a roles and responsibilities developer. You know what I mean? And make your annual review look much better.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Yeah, get her the fuck out of here.
Yo,
come on, man.
Right. Yo, so 2 things I was about to say. Absolutely. And I learned this before. Number 1 is stop telling people your ideas and stuff like that. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you thinking you doing shit in good faith, and best believe people sitting there like, yeah, that is a good idea. And next question I gotta ask is, what race is she?
Come on, man. You already know what race she is, and that's what makes me even more mad about it. So you better take me somewhere else, man. You better send me somewhere else, B.
The same race that steals every damn thing else from us.
You motherfucking right. Ass bitch. Fuck that bitch, man. And here's the thing that makes me more tight about it. Right when this shit happened, I said, ain't this some caramel and cream? So I called Fabian, right? And Fabian was like, that's what the fuck you get. Fabian didn't say, sorry, honey, let's discuss it. Let me crack open your favorite bottle of wine. Let me get some strawberries. Let's talk about it. I can give you a back rub as we work it out. She said none of that shit. She said, nigga, that's what you get. And I said, yo, what you talking about out here? She said, you should have shut your mouth. And I've been telling you to shut your mouth for. I'm just reading the text. I can read you the text, right? This ain't shit I'm making up, B. She's like, nigga, you should have shut up. This is what you get. So now my wife is on the white bitch side. Like the whole thing wrong, B.
But that's why you love her though. She keep it real.
Definitely.
If she did that other bullshit, you might side eye her like you're patronizing me.
Right. And and then you bringing it up to people at the job and make you like the angry black guy. Like, oh yeah, you know, I told Charles this thing and he's trying to claim the idea is his own. And I don't know. I just went to talk to him and tell him, yeah, brother, listen, man.
That's the bullshit, man.
Keep that shit to yourself, B.
But all in your face, man. All the time they want to take your place.
That's right. But y'all know me, like I just came to her on some like genuine shit. Like if y'all know me in real life, Sparring Minds, like I just went to her on some real life genuine shit. Like it was just real life. Like I would have never thought like that's how it was gonna play itself out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah,
it would have been something that we could have worked on together.
It's that cancer in you.
Come on, man. That's bullshit, B. Fuck that kid.
I was definitely about to say the same thing. And listen, y'all, real shit. And but I've been guilty of that thing too. And I've learned like you know what? Like, yeah, let me just dial back on that and not even say anything and just keep that to myself. All you gotta do is burn me one time and that's it. I'm good, yo. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Nope.
I don't like shit like that.
We'll steal your ideas and pass them off for themselves. Telling you.
What did Ghostface say? Dudes bite your shit before you even get a chance to shine in your own.
Yep.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like you showing off the bedazzled wine flask, niggas is gonna be rocking that next week. Watch.
Yo, hey, High Tower. What's up with you, Miss Bedazzled wine thing keeps it in like a certain temperature in this room right here? You know what I mean? Like, I thought you were the bougie one, and you know what I mean? I don't know what you missed a few times, me and my lady, and you know what I mean? We love hanging out with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I can just imagine going to Tallahassee. Like what that's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like the red carpet's gonna be rolled out and shit.
We're waiting for you. But this is a true story. I was talking to Hightower on the phone the other day, right? And my nigga was like, yo, Chuck, hold on. I'm going to get some snacks, right? So I was like, cool, bet I'm going to get some snacks myself, right? So I went to get some Oreos out this bitch, right? Hightower went and got like some blueberry cheese and some motherfucking like some California crackers. What the fuck is you eating, man? Oh, I have a charcuterie board here. Oh, what the? Niggas eating figs and shit. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Tell them, Hightower, fuck that domestic shit. You got to import it, man.
Listen, y'all gotta stop listening to this dude, man. He's not telling the truth. I couldn't find no snacks in this crib. What are you talking about? I was complaining about the snacks I had to choose from.
Oh, shit. This nigga had a whole luxury charcuterie board, and I'm here with some stale Oreos, nigga. Like I couldn't believe it, dog. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, we gotta get out of here, man. We're in overtime right now. Yo, Sparring Minds listeners, we appreciate y'all as always, man.
Yes, sir.
Man. Yo, next week. What we got tuned up for next week, man? We got anything tuned up for next week? Topic spot?
I don't know.
No. Got Miss Sheet.
Yeah, I don't have it.
All right. So, Sparring Minds listeners, I promise you next week, I got a story about a girl who swallowed a condom. We're going to talk about that next week.
Lord have mercy.
This is your boy.
She lived to tell the tale?
Yes. Charles Jones, man, a.k.a. Charlie Hustle.
Hightower, a.k.a. Punctual Paulie.
Oh, shit.
It's your boy DJ Payne, a.k.a. Dr. Rock Your Face Off.
Oh, man, and it's the chef. Main topic, man.
Yo, we out of here, man. We'll holler.
Yeah.
Be safe, yo.
Fuck that bitch at the job, not complete.
Yo. Like Fabian said, that's your black ass get, dog. Shut your